Welcome to another YouTube video here at Zennbot. Now in this video I'm going to be breaking down the differences between prop firm, funded capital and personal capital. And if you don't know what either of those are, don't worry, I'll be breaking it down very simply in this video. Now, if I was you, I would want you to stay to the end of this video as I'm going to be creating a tailored plan just for yourself on how you can become profitable using automated systems from the day you start trading. 90% of traders actually fail or give up when starting trading. However, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can start trading and be profitable from the day you actually start. Right, let's jump straight into it. So as you guys know, there is two specific main ways how you can go around with trading: prop firm and personal capital. Now, what actually is a prop firm, right? Now, what actually is a prop firm? Prop firms are basically these companies that will give you funding to actually trade on their behalf and actually pay you out via the profits that you make on their accounts. Now, all of their accounts are absolutely fake, so they're not real capital. For example, you can purchase a 10k capital account or a 100,000 capital account from these companies, and you have to actually pass 2-phase challenges, right? Just to prove that you're actually profitable and able to trade on these accounts. So the first phase is typically 10% of your account balance profit target. Okay, so that is essentially if you have a $100,000 account, you have to make 10k on that account to actually prove that you're a profitable trader. Now, once you pass phase 1, you then move on to phase 2. Phase 2 being typically passing 5% profit target, so you would have to make £5,000 on a £100,000 account. And once you pass both phases, you then proceed to the live stage where any profits you make, you get a profit share of. Right now, these accounts are fake accounts. They're not actually real accounts. They're given on paper traded accounts, and you get paid via commission if you make profit. Now, the reason these prop firms survive is based off of people like you, people who fail these accounts over and over again and keep purchasing these accounts, which actually fuels their revenue, and their revenue typically covers their payouts anyway. Okay, so now what is a personal broker account? So personal broker accounts is essentially somewhere where you can deposit money from your bank card or crypto or whatever it may be and begin trading straight away. So there's no phases, then there's no nothing at all. You can simply deposit £100, £1,000, £5,000, or however much you want to deposit, and begin trading that account right away. Okay guys, so now we've actually covered what a prop firm is and what a personal broker account is. We need to understand the pros and cons of each of those. So pros of prop firms, right? So you get access to larger capital, making it easier to scale. Okay, to put into perspective, 1% of a £1,000 account would only be £10. However, 1% on a £100,000 account would be £1,000, right? So that is the pros of a funded account. Now, another pro of that is you're not risking your own funds. So it's not 100k of your own funds that you're risking. You typically will purchase this account for around £400, and that's all that you're actually going to be risking. So there's not much risk involved. Now, it's also faster to make bigger lump sums of money, so much more life-changing amounts of money. 2, 3, 4% a month can basically exceeds the average salary in the UK. Okay, now moving over to personal capital, what are the pros of personal capital? So pros of personal capital is you can have instant withdrawals on profit. The day you make profit, you can actually withdraw. Now, there's no tricky rules to follow and abide by. You are simply just trading as you want with no rules to actually follow. Actually able to risk more. On funded accounts, you typically have limits of risk of where you have around 4 to 5% daily drawdown, whereas personal capital, you can actually risk your whole account balance if you wanted to. Now, that's not recommended, but you can actually have the option to do that. You get to compound over time, so it's much more sustainable than prop firms. There's no rules to follow, and you can actually keep compounding your account over a longer period of time. With personal capital, you can earn from the day you start. You can open up an account today and accidentally make a profitable trade, and you can withdraw that profit right away. So that is the pros of each. Now, moving down, we also need to look at the cons of each of these ways of trading. So cons of prop firm trading. So there's tricky rules that stay forever changing. So with prop firms, as you know, with prop firms, there's actually many rules to abide by. Now, many of you probably don't know this, but they can actually change their rules without even notifying you, right? Which is the crazy part. So prop firms always have changing rules from time to time. Now, it's much more easier to dig yourself in a hole that gets deeper and deeper. Now, what do I mean by this? And this is from personal experience. I used to purchase a £100,000 account, blow it, purchase the other, blow it, purchase another, blow it. I lost almost £10,000 in personal capital just because I kept buying funded accounts, blowing them, and understanding that if I just passed one and got a payout of 10%, it would cover all of my losses. This is a hole that gets deeper and deeper for every trader, and I'm sure that you've probably experienced something similar. Now, you can't withdraw your profits instantly, so this is another one of these rules that prop firms have to lead you into blowing your account. There's typically payout periods of 30 days or bi-weekly, 14 days. So if you make profit today, you can't even withdraw it until your payout due arrives. Now, it takes a while to get earning, factor in some blown accounts. So say you purchase an account today, it might take you a month to pass and then 2 more weeks to pass the phase 1, and then you can look to get payouts. And even then, you're not factoring blown accounts, losses, failed challenges, and all of that. So it can look up to a couple of months to actually start earning with prop firms. Payouts can be refused, or prop firm companies can actually go down. Again, I've had a lot of experience with this. I've had experience where my payouts get denied for very crap rules that the prop firm just simply doesn't want to pay out their customers. Again, because it's paying it out from their revenue share. Or companies can simply just go down and go bust, and you can do nothing about it, which is the crazy part. Now, the con of personal capital, there's not many, but there's no rules to follow. So you're trading on your own terms, which means there's no one or nothing looking over your shoulder, making sure you're risking the right amount or anything like that. That could be a con because, you know, you can lose control of your safe, to say the least. Own capital is also at risk, so it's not like you're buying a £400 account and trading that. In fact, your own capital would be at risk here. Now, the con is you also need more discipline when trading your own capital. You need to make sure you're risking, you're following your own rules. And again, it's just about keeping control of yourself. In Zennbot, we actually have best of both worlds in practice, right? We have people trading funded accounts, we have people trading personal capital, and that's exactly what I'll be sharing with you just now. So now, if we have a look into our Discord server, we have 1,000 members. If we look at our results, you can see members are using both a mixture of funded accounts and personal accounts. As you can see here, FTMO metrics here, we've got people using their personal account brokers here. All right, as you can see, we can scroll through thousands and thousands and thousands of results. So as you guys can see here, we've got members, you know, getting payouts, members using it on their personal capital. There's a mixture. Our systems are built to pass funded challenges and trade the live stage to get payouts and trade your personal capital. So enough said, let's go back to our diagram. Right now, you guys will want to stick around for this part of this video, as I'm going to be creating a best fit plan just for you using our systems. Now, this is for those who want to begin earning right away, passively, and eventually grow to something life-changing. So stick around because this part is going to be very, very exciting. I do also want you guys to hit the subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment on what you think of these videos if you want more of these videos. And check out our channel for our other videos as well. We have tons of useful content, and we are actually the first trading app which is able to pass your funded account, get payouts, and use your own personal capital completely on autopilot. If you want to check it out, you can download our app completely free on the App Store or Google Play Store and get a free experience today. The links will all be in the description below. Now, jumping back into this video, right? So I'm going to be creating a best fit plan for you guys using our systems. Okay, right, let's jump straight into it. So step one, so what we need to identify is, right, over 90% of traders never manage to even take a penny out the markets. So our step one is, let's fix that problem. So firstly, what I would do if I was joining Zennbot and I wanted to become a profitable trader right away, this is the exact plan that I would use. So I'd begin right away with a live personal account connected to our zennbot-zero. This allows you to begin earning from day one. Now, why do I recommend this? This is backed by Myfxbook data on a live account. As you guys can see here, completely public. Link will be in below to check out our Myfxbook. Now, the first thing I will do is open up a live account. Now, as we talk about the pros and cons above, I can start earning right away with personal capital, whereas funded capital, I cannot do that. But I want to start earning right away. So I'll open up a personal live capital, I'll deposit money into that, and I'll begin trading right away using our zennbot-zero, which is backed by Myfxbook data. As you can see, we average on around 8.5%. every month, with a drawdown of only 2%. We've got a total gain of 68% gain over the last 8 months. And guys, it is a real account on a verified broker. Now, that's the first problem solved. So you've now already stepped ahead of 90% of traders, able to make live profits right away. Best part about it, it is completely automated. Just like these members this week has extracted. This member here has made profit of $1,000 and withdraw $800. This was literally this morning. This is actually one of our support staff team making, pictures is a little bit blurry here. And then another one of our support team withdrawing £200 from the market in just 1 day of trading using our zennbot-zero. So as you guys can see, this is why I would use a personal account broker, because this means that I can start earning right away. Okay, guys, and more examples of this does follow inside of our Discord server. So if you have actually take a look here, we've got members here. This is all live accounts. zennbot-zero only works on live capital. As you can see here, this member printed £32 today. This member £100 today. This member $11 today. In fact, we just had a new message here. Look, results from Zero literally just sent in now, and he was actually able to make what, $12 today. Of course, it does vary on the risk they use. This member $162 today. Let's have a look here. This member actually printed $25 for the day. But as you can see, this would be my first go-to here, because it means I can start earning right away. Now, jumping into this, so now that we've solved our first problem, step 2, it is time to scale. Okay, scaling is very important. It means you're doing something right, and it's time to just take it to a next level, increasing your profits and whatnot. So now we are finally making money from the markets, hands-free. It's time we scale it up, something a bit more life-changing, right? What I would then do is increase my account balance or risk after you have built a buffer. Alongside that, get a prop firm challenge started, only if I wanted to, right? So now that I've actually finally earning from the markets using our zennbot-zero, I would then increase the risk on my trading account after I built a profit buffer, which I'll break down in just a second. Not only that, now that I know that I'm actually passively earning from the markets, I'll probably look into getting a funded challenge and begin a funded challenge there. Now, I'll show you in just a second how you can actually change your risk using our zennbot-zero and how it actually works inside of our app. So if you ever take a look into our app, you'll simply just add an account, use zennbot-zero, and here you can actually set your risk. Okay, this is the most important part: multiplier and the daily risk limit. Now, if we have a look at our Myfxbook, right, our drawdown is only 2% over the last, what is it, 8 months now, which is insane. So if you would want to mirror these results, what you would do is you would then simply just come over and use a 1x multiplier. This will then mirror the exact same risk we use on our Myfxbook. Now, after you've built the profit buffer, which I'll speak on just a second, what you can then do is increase your risk. You can 2x, 3x, 4x, and all the way to 5x your risk of the Myfxbook. So for example, we're doing 8% monthly. If we then 2x our risk, we'll then be doing 19% monthly. 3x our risk, 27% monthly, so on and so forth, and our drawdown will also 2x. So it's 2% here. If I 2x, my drawdown will then be 6% max, and sorry, it will be 4% max, and so on, so forth. And then you can also adjust your daily risk limit here. Now this, as you guys can see, our drawdown is fantastically low, so we have a lot of room to risk more. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at the next step. So what you also want to do is you want to accept that prop firms can take a month or more to pass. But once passed, the money you can make can be life-changing. Okay, like I explained above, 1% of £1,000 balance would be £10, but 1% on a 100k account would be $1,000. Now, alternatively, what you could do if you don't want to go down the prop firm route, a lot of our members love going down the prop firm route. Some of them don't want to because they just make insane money on their personal capital. So they simply just don't want the ag of passing a challenge and waiting a month or so for it to be passed. So what you can then do is increase your account balance to what you can afford. Remember, nothing is guaranteed in the market, so invest what you can afford to lose. Like I said, we've got backed data by Myfxbook. We have the best track record known in probably on Myfxbook. However, trading is never guaranteed, and profits is never guaranteed here at Zennbot especially. So always invest what you can afford to lose. Or you can simply just risk a little more as you build a profit buffer, slowly begin to replicate your 9 to 5 working wage. right? When attempting a prop challenge, factor in losses and blown accounts. Funded accounts are disposable. A blown account should not make a dent in your net worth. So choose an account that you're happy with failing without hurting the bank. I always say this, funded capital is disposable. It's not something that is going to be sustainable over a long time. Be okay with a blown on account or two. Okay, if you're not okay with that, simply do not go down the profit firm route. What did I mean by building a profit buffer? So for example, we have £1,000 account. Our equity stop is at 10%. This is essentially only risking £100 of your account balance at a given time. We already checked our Myfxbook. We haven't ever come close to that ever in the last 8 months. Now, our multiplier being at 1x, according to our track record, we average on around 8.5% monthly. After the first month, you would have made what you risk on your account. So you are risk free. And this is called a profit buffer, because if you lose the profit, you would just be break even. You wouldn't be at a loss, nor would you be at a profit. This is called a profit buffer. Now, what I can do with that profit buffer is actually use that as my risk now. I'm now £100 in profit of the account balance. So my account balance would be 1,100. What I'll then go do, I would head on into our zennbot app. I'll come into here, and what I'll do, I'll put our multiplier at maybe, let's say 3x, and I'll risk 10% since I've already made this much profit on my account as it is. This is now called a profit buffer. I'm making 3 times the profits. If I lose, it doesn't matter because I wouldn't be in a loss or anything like that. Anyways, okay, an example of a profit buffer there. So now we have scaled. This is how you should be looking like as a trader. So your personal account should be opened and now ticking away, slowly replacing that 9 to 5 income. And then our optional step would be funded account started and also ticking away. So you can have a challenge being passed in the background as well, using our softwares, by the way. So this is in a few months, so your capital can give you those big chunky payouts. Do not rely on this stage. This will be something that will give you big payouts. Feeding, this is only going to feed your personal account. The bigger payouts you get from funded accounts will get funneled into your personal account to make you more money on a monthly basis. No biggie if it takes a while, as you stay earning with your personal account. So it's a win-win. Even if your funded account takes a while, it is completely okay because you have your personal account ticking away in the background. Now here at zennbot, we do have multiple systems. So if you actually take a look here, look at our experts, we have zennbot Nexus and Prime, both for prop firm capital to pass your prop firm challenges. To actually get payouts, we've got multiple presets available here as well. Now, zennbot-zero, this is the one that you will be running on your personal capital, the one that's connected to the Myfxbook, which will be ticking away, making you that passive, life-changing money. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So at the end of this video, you should now be a profitable trader and a fully automated profitable trader, which is very, very important. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to find out more about us, you can check out our website in the link below. Our Myfx link will be below. If you want to join our results channel where thousands of members share their results on a daily basis, you can also join that with a click of the link below as well. Thank you guys for joining in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what other videos you actually want me to make. And you can also check out our channel for other useful videos on what zennbot does, what our systems do, and how you can actually get involved today.